Hello once again, grade 7. Good morning, and are you ready for our next lesson? Alright, so if you are ready, let's get started. So I have here different kinds of trees, and I want you to find out which of these trees are you familiar with and which of them are known for their durability, strength, and flexibility. Okay, grade 7, let's start with this one. So Kamachili. So are you familiar with Kamachili? In Iloilo, we call it Kamonsil, and there are a lot of Kamachili in my father's farm. So the fruit is delicious. So we used to eat that fruit during our elementary days, but we can't climb the Kamachili because it has thorns. So we use stick to get its fruit. Okay. Next, we have this one. Oh, sorry, that is the fruit of kamachili. Next, we have kaimito. Okay, so I guess you are familiar with kaimito, and here is the fruit of kaimito. So some kaimito are green and others are purple. Alright, and also we have kaimito tree in my lola's backyard, and I used to climb that tree. But then it has a lot of red ants, so you cannot easily get its fruit. That's why we also use stick to get kaimito. So we have to do sungkit. Okay, next we have this one, so acacia tree. Okay, so we used to play tumbang preso and luksong tinik under the acacia tree. Alright, so it is known for its shady leaves, okay, where you can rest and relax. Alright, next we have here the last one, Molave tree. Okay, so grade 7, what do you think? Which of them, or rather, which of the trees mentioned are known for its strength, flexibility, and durability? Okay, let's find out. For today's topic, we are going to talk about the Molave tree. Alright, our second lesson for the fourth quarter is a poem written by Rafael Zulueta da Costa, like the Molave. So a Molave is no, or rather a Molave tree is known for its durability, strength, and flexibility. In this lesson, we are going to find out why the poem Like the Molave is addressed to Jose Rizal and why the speaker in the poem suggests that we must be like the Molave. Okay, so please listen attentively, grade 7. Now, let's meet the author, Rafael Zulueta da Costa. Okay, so he is a Filipino writer and was born on January 1, 1915, and died on January 1, also 1990, at the age of 75. Okay, so he used the name R. Zulueta da Costa as a writer and Rafael Zulueta as a businessman. So he is a writer and a businessman. He was a graduate of De La Salle College, now University, where he specialized in business administration. So again, that is Rafael Zulueta da Costa, the author of the poem Like the Molave. So before we start reading the poem, let's have vocabulary check first. So here are some unfamiliar words that you may encounter in the poem Like the Molave. And let's start with sinews. So it means powers. Next, flaccid, it means lifeless. Marmoreal, it is an adjective that means it's made of or likened to a marble. Staunch, it means loyal or devoted. Okay, so those are difficult or unfamiliar words that you may encounter in reading the poem. There you go. Let's read the poem all together. Like the Molave by Rafael Zulueta de Costa. Not yet, Rizal, not yet. Sleep not in peace. There are 1,000 waters to be spanned. There are 1,000 mountains to be crossed. There are 1,000 crosses to be borne. Our shoulders are not strong. Our sinews are grown flaccid with dependence, smug with ease, under another's wing. Rest not in peace, not yet, Rizal, not yet. The land has need of young blood, and what younger than your own, forever spilled in the great name of freedom, forever oblate on the altar of the free, not you alone, Rizal. Souls and spirits of the martyred brave arise, arise and scour the land. Shed once again your willing blood, infuse the vibrant red into your thin anemic veins. Until we pick up your Promethean tools and strong out of the depthless matrix of your fate. In us and the silent cliffs of freedom, we carve for all time your memorial dream. Will our people seeing or become like the Molave, firm, resilient, staunch, rising on the hillside, unafraid, strong in its own fiber, yes, like the Molave. Not yet, Rizal, not yet. The glory hour will come out of the silent dreaming from the 7,000-fold silence. We shall emerge, saying, we are Filipinos and no longer be ashamed. Sleep not in peace. The dream is not yet fully carved. Hard the wood, but harder the woods. Yet the Molave will stand. Yet the Molave monument will rise, and gods walk on brown legs. And that's the poem Like the Molave by Rafael Zulueta da Costa. And now let's interpret or analyze the poem. Okay? Let's have, alright, so the main interpretation of the Filipino poem, Like the Molave, is one regarding how we, the people of the Philippines, must work to make the nation stronger. So the poem states that a region of the Philippines, Rizal, cannot yet rest as there is still much work to be done to make the area successful. Therefore, it was mentioned in the poem, not yet Rizal, not yet. Alright? At the beginning of the poem, the poet outlines how the Philippines is dependent on other nations and must work towards becoming independent in the future in order to support its citizens. Like the Molave also highlights the importance of younger generation and how they must fight for their country and improve the Filipino way of living. The poet believes this will grant the nation freedom. Okay? And lastly, like the Molave also talks about heroes and how they inspire regular Filipinos to be great in themselves and join them on the quest to make the Philippines a more prosperous place. Like the Molave is about inspiring the Filipino nation to improve their country and make it self-sufficient. Alright, and that is all about the poem Like the Molave by Rafael Zulueta da Costa. And it wraps up our lesson for today. See you on our next live discussion. Again, this is Teacher Mitch, your English teacher, leaving you a quote from Confucius saying, "He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger." Goodbye, everyone. Have a nice day.